Alright, so I'm on my way home. It was a good day. Only murdered one plant. Don't know if it was forget-me-nots or a rose bush or whatever. We may never know, but it might come back. It might come back. I feel bad, but yeah, my client says, "Oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it." You know, like, but if you didn't say something, then they would think you were sneaky, right? And you know, like, that's why you should always be forthcoming. So today, I had to follow a tree on the chicken fence. Mind you, I let it down. It came down easy enough. It was maybe about, I don't know, 8 inches at the base or whatever. More like just a really long branch. Almost looked like a tree off a tree, but oh, I should take that. Ah, well, I'll let somebody else have it. But anyway, yeah, so I used the first, I used the Husky. So, yeah, it starts fine, runs fine, cuts great. It's like a new saw, right? So, but it doesn't, it seems to idle the low speed, or the idle isn't right on it, so it needs that. Other than that, it's a great saw. I used Old Friend. There's a doggy. He's like, I want to come and play with you. Come pet me. I could take that little chair there. I'm not a very good scrap metal guy today. I guess I should stay on my side of the road? Question mark. But anyway, yeah, so one thing I did notice about the 180 mini beast there is his oiler isn't working for sure. I think it's like a little round ring with a little stem on it, and it's probably that. I thought I had fixed it, but it doesn't seem like the chain's getting any oil, so obviously that's not good, right? Other than that, thing runs great. Mastered a little bit of skids and stuff with it today, but I mainly used Old Friend, the CS, the Echo CS 3900, because the chain on that's almost done anyway. And when you're doing like skids and stuff, there's nails and shit in there, and I'm sure I hit a few. I heard a few, right? And once you do that, you know, you're gonna toast your chain. So I figured, well, that's all I use that. It's a bit bigger anyway. It's 39 cc's, so. But I used all 3 chainsaws. I used that new whippersnipper, which is the same as what I got. It's an FS38, but it's just an older version. And I put new gas in it, but I didn't dump out the old stuff. What? 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 I can't hear now. Holy fuck, that was loud. Yeah. Guys like that are kind of dumb though. Like, they want to run from the cops and stuff, and they make something that loud. Dude, they can hear you. You know, they'll hear you. They just hear you, you know. But anyway, yeah. So my little still, I gotta sort out the oiler problem on that on my next day off. It already owes me nothing. Like, I mean, I've been using it almost every single day since I got it. It's paid for itself almost 3 times. Like, you know, that saw owes me nothing already. You know, I don't even own it yet, technically. The other one there, but I did notice the Husky did run a little bit better today, so maybe it just needs to be run a bit more too. But it does seem like the idle's not adjusted. But the 3900, the Echo there, that thing, it runs pretty top notch. It's just the chain is done on it, and you know, probably could stand it needs servicing on the bar for sure. But I did sharpen it up a few times, and you know, sometimes it takes, sometimes it doesn't, right? But yeah, so I massacred some skids, so I used everything. But that whippersnipper, what it's doing, it started fine. It started even better this time. It seems like if you gun it, it floods it out, and it floods it out. So it's like if you go past half throttle. So it might just need an adjustment, but it could be gummed up too. But it did run a little longer today before it cut out on me. And as soon as it cut out, I'm not gonna, you know, I'm on the clock, so I don't play around with it. But you know, I'm sort of playing around with it. Somebody should grab that barbecue. That's about the 5th time I said that, right? Yeah, I will grab it at some point. At some point. Somebody burned something back there. Dare start a freaking forest fire. Now, in we go. Spun off the pavement a little bit. Oh, the lawnmower. Yeah, the lawnmower. That thing runs great. Lots of power, no problem there. Only problem with that lawnmower is the cut is set too high, and the you know, those little levers on the wheels, they're rusted in place, so I couldn't lower it. And as soon as I do though, I think that one's going to be a dandy lawnmower. It's Yardworks, the green machine there. So, but it ran. It's a bit of a beast to pull over. Like it's not a Power Wheels or anything like that. But yeah, no, it run great. It's just the cut was too high, so I swapped it out for the regular one. But that one's dying, so it's like it takes like half an hour for it to kind of warm up and start cutting right. This guy's going slow. Oh man, people must hate him. Like, why is he driving so slow? On a Friday night on a long weekend. I'm glad I'm heading the other way. Yeah. I could do a scrap metal run this afternoon too, if I get home in time, but screw it. There's a four-wheeler chasing me down the road here. Is there any law in this place? Really? Really? I don't think so. I don't think so. It is Quebec after all. There's literally a four-wheeler chasing me. Yeah. That could have been bad, that tree. But if you cut that, you can get sued by the Department of Highway because it's over the ditch. If it's over the ditch, because road clause is 40 feet from the center of the road is the ditch for allowable ditch. So it's 40 feet that way. And they could consider that crown or municipal or whatever. Yeah. Just so you know. Just so you know. Yeah. So other than that, a good day. Got to test everything out. I forgot to grab the Johnson this morning. I was going to massacre the shitballs out of some raspberry briars. Because I'm trying to move them back. Like my buddy's dad's memorial is there. And it gets overtaken by the raspberry briars, right? So I really want to clear it back so I can mow behind there and eventually just like kill it off, right? But you need something pretty thick. The whipper snipper does pretty good, but it's a little bit beyond its capabilities, right? Yeah, but if I get that second whipper snipper running tippy top, that'll be pretty good. But technically I only have to work with it 3 hours and it pays for itself. So, you know what I mean? Like if I add today's wages to attribute it to that whipper snipper, which I already worked for and own. I worked 3 hours for it. They wanted 60 bucks for it. It's already made me a profit, paid itself off once and made a profit of $60 plus the initial cost of labor for it. So yeah, so basically that's all would have made me 160 bucks already. Or that whipper snipper would have made me 160 bucks already. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. That's how you can make money, if you can get something cheap enough and do that. And do it like that way. I want to see how the Ditch of Doom's coming along.